To play 100% or not, just his presence out there, how much difference does that make?
You mean this week?
Last week against Bowling Green, well, any week, but just the fact that he was able to make an appearance in the game and play and contribute.
Yeah, that was huge because it allowed us to, rest some of those guys. I mean, you look at the defensive players; they're on 3 and 4 special teams. Cam's running back punts, comes to the sideline. He's like, "Hey, I gotta have a blow." We got to move Malik to corner, which he hadn't played all week, because we were trying to get him to learn the nickel and the dime position. So we had some adversity, we had some challenges, but I like the way the kids have responded this week to the practice habits that were beginning to form and getting back to a blue-collar, hard-working group, and just went back to the basics.
Do you think it cost you guys not to have Coach Martinez out there, and what's it going to mean to have him back?
Yeah, I always think Willie has a great eye up there in the box. He sees things, whether you're playing off or playing press, so I certainly missed him.
John, what was the breakdown in terms of maybe communication issues in the secondary or maybe guys just not making plays and one-on-one?
Here's what it was. Here, our yards after catch was only 3.6 yards. I mean, so it wasn't like they were catching it and just running through our defense. We were in position. They just made some great catches. I mean, the one, I'm like, let's get back in the huddle, You got to get more pressure. I thought we'd get a little bit more pressure with our front four than what we did. But it was a good learning experience for us on defense, and we know that we got a lot of work to do.
With Oklahoma, what do you see from they got a new coordinator? He threw around at East Carolina. What do you kind of expect them to do?
I expect them to be fairly similar. Obviously, he's got some different personnel. He's got a couple big backs back there that certainly he didn't have when he was at East Carolina. But I expect them to be fairly similar to what they did there. And it'll always be a game-time adjustment based on, what formations and sets they get into and personnel groupings and things.
What have you seen about what they want to do with P. Ryan and Nix and their 2 running backs?
Obviously, they want to get them the ball. They want to run them, but they also do a great job of, getting them on the perimeter and some of the passing game. To get them out in space and get them on some smaller DBs. Those guys are big. We know we got to do a great job of swarming to the football and taking great angles and gang tackling those guys because they're a load to get down.
How great was it having Daryl back out there in practice today?
Yeah, it was really good having Daryl back out there. He's a great kid. He's certainly a guy who knows our defense, and we missed that back there. There's no replacement for experience, and Daryl has a lot of experience. He was really playing his best football, so yeah, it was good to have him back out there.
What are you expecting from him in terms of when you might get him back?
Coach Jones is going to address all that with you guys tomorrow.
Okay.